I like to collect magic memorabilia, like this one. This bouquet, supposedly, was used by Harry Blackstone Sr. in his classic magic show. The second act of his show would be called the Enchanted Garden, and he would come out with a bouquet like this. Now, why do I want it? Because I like to make connections to the scientific world, especially from magic. Anyway, Harry would come out and talk about flowers and pick the flowers and talk about weather and how and why flowers grow, and he would pick them all off the bouquet. And then all of a sudden, with a few magic words, those flowers would begin to slowly regrow in a magical fashion. Well, the reason I like to talk about that is because now we can talk about how reds can come from a plant called the madder dye. Blue comes from the indigo plant. We can get yellow from sunflowers. And of course, there are the medicinal properties of plants as well. We know that the foxglove gives us digitalis, used for heart disease. Morphine, of course, comes from the poppy. Vincristine comes from Madagascar periwinkle. And those are all very, very useful drugs. But there are many natural products that are isolated from plants, which are very often overhyped. And sometimes there's even danger in these kind of extracts. Belladonna, the name comes from beautiful woman, it comes from Latin because ancient Roman ladies used to put the juice of the belladonna plant in their eye to dilate their pupils because they thought that that would make them look more alluring. Well, belladonna over the years has also been used as a medicine and even used in homeopathic medicine for teething problems in babies. Well, in homeopathy, things are diluted to such an extent that there's nothing left in the product. However, recently, the FDA in the US has targeted these teething preparations because they had injured children and possibly even had a lethal effect on some. How could this be? How could homeopathic remedy that contains nothing do these dastardly things? Because it seems that homeopaths are not only deficient in their science, they're also deficient in their ability to dilute things. And apparently the belladonna extracts were not properly diluted and they actually had a toxic amount of belladonna in there. So when it comes to discussing plants, you have to be very careful because sometimes those supposed therapeutic benefits just are not there and they just vanish.